The big one. Extremely dangerous. Keep out of reach of children. Cool.
Before we can go ahead and install the new exhaust, we gotta talk about the old exhaust. So these right here are the Speed Engineering long tube headers. They're 3-inch and they go from a flex pipe right into 2 thrush mufflers. If you ever plan to daily drive your LS Swap G body, don't leave it just open heads. You will go about 5 miles and then regret it. This was my solution to at least make it quieter and somewhat drivable. 2.5-inch muffler openings, and they point right at the ground. Probably has an exhaust leak right at the flex pipe, but that's okay. This was my temporary solution that I've kept for about 3 years. It's all fun and games until you're going 60 miles per hour down the road and these dumps right underneath the driver's seat vibrate the whole car like no tomorrow. It's still really fun to idle. It's really fun around 20 miles per hour, but anything longer than that, it's pretty bad. That being said, it does sound really good, and I'll show you guys all about that. So that right there was a cold start. I might have to try to isolate my vocals so you can still hear that, but that's probably the best idea. Just idle sounds so good. It's got just a stock 5.3, long tube headers, 2.5-inch thrush mufflers. Like, you guys can hear that? That is the perfect idle sound. I wish it would stay like that the whole time. Honestly, if I just got some resonators hooked up in there, got the exhaust pipes out the back, it'd probably be fine. But as a daily driver, because it's kind of cool, you don't see these things on the road anymore, so we kind of want to daily drive it. We need something a lot quieter. When I say it's kind of ridiculous, this is what I mean. Like, we're windows up, cruising at 55, and like, I don't even know, it's just... So trying to drive, like, even between towns can get exhausting. You drive 30 minutes, you're pretty sure you're gonna hate yourself. That was enough good sound testing for you guys to kind of get an idea of what the current system is doing. So now we're gonna head back to the shop and get our new exhaust system put on. Quick shot of the part number. I think I need to get some acoustic foam in here for these echoes, but let's check this guy out. This is side exit and Turbo Pro Mufflers. H-pipe sounds way better than X-pipe. Had to get these bad boys put on. Mandrel bent right over the axles. Exit right at the quarter panels. Catalytic converters. EPA. PYPES Performance cannot ship any exhaust without your catalytic converters unless it didn't come with them from the factory. And of course, in the 80s, they were using catalytic converters. So what you do with these are up to you, but they have to be sent with them. Or Turbo Pro Mufflers. The Rush mufflers are great, but they are ridiculously fun. They vibrate the car something fierce. They have the quietest muffler that PYPES sells. If I don't like it, I'll put the Rush mufflers back on, but at least these will be going out the back instead of right below. And I'm curious to see how they sound. Thank you for purchasing, And our sticker game. Last time I spent $1,000 on parts to get not get a sticker. What company was that? What video was that? So our instructions tell us that we're supposed to lay out the exhaust how it would sit in the car. I don't know if that's exactly how it's supposed to sit, but I thought it would look really cool for that shot. But I'll check the instructions later. So basically, we lay the whole exhaust out, how it's gonna sit on the car. Starting from the back, working forward, we'll get it all hung. Should be pretty simple. The whole kit's plug and play. It comes with every exhaust clamp and screw that you're actually gonna need for this. So, I don't know, maybe ballpark an hour or so, 2 hours. I gotta remove my old exhaust and it's pretty jank, so that's all I got. Get a look at this, guys. Such a cool mascot. Great sounding muffler. But I really wanted those tailpipes back there. The real exhaust system is supposed to go up over the axles. And I couldn't find that without buying like a whole kit. Really, honestly. And I know I could have just pieced my kit together, like I said. I welded it on myself. Those are my beautiful welds. But have you guys ever been curious what 3-inch LS headers sound like on a 5.3? It smells so bad in here. So we're supposed to hang the tailpipes on the axles. Okay, I think I missed a point by needing to install these rubber grommets onto the actual pipes themselves. And I have no clue how these things are supposed to mount up. Huh. Temporarily hang them and supposed to, I guess, say if there's no factory hole, I gotta drill a hole. Fritz, get out of the shot. Thank you for the help. So I'm gonna have to drill a hole. Because Elco's didn't come with dual exhaust from the factory. So I guess we'll just move ahead to the next part. The mufflers are supposed to be clamped on next with the inlet closest to the drive shaft. So it'll be like that. This guy around. This is my temporary little solution until I can get everything squared away. Kind of move them around as needed before everything gets tightened up, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I believe next is supposed to be the H-pipe. Here is one small problem I noticed. My headers are not even. There's the driver's side bank and passenger side bank. Get that out of the way. Coming back quite a bit further, which they said in the instructions might be a possibility. Confirmed. So I have to fill the space between that front pipe and the catalytic converter. I gotta run to the parts store and get a reducer. Funky. Picked up some new 3-inch reducers. Finally fits into the leg without trimming, no problem. Now the header that was short, oops, and the header that was short, I had to get a 2.5-inch extender piece made for this because both my catalytic converter and my exhaust cutout don't fit. So I think in the future, or maybe eventually, I'll make a cut. Put those cutouts in or put those cats in But for now, I'm just gonna cut that other piece short so that I can get the whole system at least hooked up. And then we can fire it up. Almost happy with the alignment. Right there. Okay. Gotta get creative. How does this always turn into a full day job? Whenever I work on the El Camino, it's always a full day job. Coming down here, your exhaust with the hanger that they provide, I'll have to drill a hole and put that attached to the frame as well. These parts I thought you had a choice on, but they actually matter quite a bit. The middle pieces, or the short legs, I thought were just... So there's long extensions that come off the H-pipe, short extensions made for the rear legs. That way everything will fit and the angles will fit perfectly. We have mounted quarter panel exhaust, side exit exhaust. Everything, every single clamp is tightened down. And so they gave us these screws to go with these universal muffler brackets, and I hate them. You're supposed to drill a hole in these screws, self-tap. So you're supposed to drill a hole and then screw it to the frame with these bad boys. Well, I was at it for way too long when I deemed that impossible. So, you can't see that from the back. I just drilled the hole even bigger and put some damn bolts in there. I don't like those screws. I don't like these universal brackets either. We are ready for a test fire. So I really like that, at least in the high RPMs, it still sounds like a muscle car. So that means we have to go do some on-street testing, see how that sounds. So, first thoughts here. And honestly, I think I may have gone too quiet. Obviously, inside the cabin, it's completely quiet, even at idle speeds. So trying to drive like, even with as drafty as the Elco is, it's just pretty dang quiet, and that's kind of what I was expecting, but I thought I'd get a little bit more out of it, especially not having catalytic converters in there. I guess you guys can hear the difference too, but what it sounds like to me with the Turbo Pro Mufflers, no header or no catalytic converters, it sounds just like a stock Suburban, and that's not necessarily a bad thing when you're looking for a cruiser. But I'm not sure it's quite what I'm looking for. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It does sound really good up in the high RPMs, around 4,000, 5,000, even 3,000. I think it sounds a lot better. I was a little worried initially with the idle sound, but again, I think I'm happy with it. Super quiet at idle and cruising, which is what I was going for, but when you drop the hammer, then it sounds pretty good. Now, like with everything, nothing is perfect, so let me show you the bad. That right there is just an AutoZone transition piece. I've got exhaust leaks basically from every connection joint down the length of the car. And they're not bad leaks, it's just a little bit, but I can feel air coming out from every joint. So it's not doing 100% of what it's supposed to. And honestly, it could just be user error, but I think I've got everything tight this time. So they do say in the instructions that you can weld your exhaust together using stainless wire, but that would at least take care of your exhaust leak problems that you may not have with your kit. And then my only other gripe with this exhaust kit are these damn universal hangers. This is what I ended up doing. I just drilled a hole in the frame. They sent you a bunch of screws that are supposed to like tap into the frame, but they would not screw through my old frame. So I ended up just bolting it together. So you have that little J-hook at the top right there that goes inside your muffler clamp, and then from there you're supposed to just bolt your frame, kind of like I did up there, screw it to the frame wherever you want. I might just take it to an exhaust shop. I got to this far, so I've saved a ton of money by getting everything done ourselves. So maybe the exhaust shop can come up with some better muffler hangers for me, because I have been working on this for a little bit of time, but also take care of those pesky leaks down there. I would recommend the Pipes kit. It's an all-in-one kit. You're not trying to piece your exhaust system together. Yes, it is way cheaper to try to get your individual pieces, but you can get a quarter panel exit kit like mine, or you can get them even run straight out the back. Pipes has everything you need to get the job. That sounds like an ad. You know what? Maybe I just like the kit. I think I spent $1,200, $1,300 for the whole exhaust system, and at least to me, I think it was worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Join us for the next one, or go to the channel, scroll around, some other videos you guys might enjoy. Later.